Tingog. Sulit na kita.
Sa kartong din ito rin.
Ano na ko'y viewer, thank you so much. Please like and subscribe kaya ako'y giveaway nga Asus laptop.
Welcome to Summer's Rift.
Welcome to Summer's Rift.
30 seconds until minions spawn. Precision and grace. Minions have try. I succeed. Is this supposed to be a challenge? Do not hesitate. On my fine style.
Names. My name, of course, is Seesaw or Chris, and today we're going to get to know each other a bit better. We're going to share our MMO history. That's right, the line of games that you played to eventually get to where you are right now. We each have a bit of a unique line of games, and a lot of us probably have a bit of overlap, and I'd love to talk about that. So I'm going to start by sharing my MMO history, and then if you want to share yours in the comments, I'd love to discuss it. But let's get right to it. The very first MMO I ever played was Maple Story. To, explore the game and take ways I think I could. But then I got curious and I started looking around and I found Fiesta, which was kind of like Maple Story. It had classes, it had different mods to play, in-game cosmetic progression that I learned how to pronounce the name apparently. But it was another, so what can we really say? But being able to preview the skills finally convinced my parents to pay $15 a month to play World of Warcraft game compared to anything else. In the Ice Crown Citadel raid, exploring the Lich King's time was a protection path either for a pickup group or for area was to release. I wasn't, very excited for what Mist of Pandaria was going to bring, even though I'd heard it, didn't turn out to be that bad of an expansion. Really fun game as well. It like that, and it was supposed to be a huge changer in the MMO market, and I was excited about it. This was the first game I ever played the beta for, and getting to experience them actually working on the game throughout beta and being some of the new players getting to try the game right from release was extremely exciting for me, and I'd never been more invested in into the future of a game before. And Guild Wars 2 delivered on a lot of those aspects. I'd never played the original Guild Wars, and because of that, I was learning a lot of the lore. I was watching videos online about Guild Wars 1 lore in preparation for Guild Wars 2. And then the game finally launched, and it was extremely exciting. The leveling process, the characters, the classes, it was so much fun to play the game and really experience all the dungeons they had to offer, all the different equipment, the legendary weapons weapons that were so beautiful that they surpassed anything any game had ever offered me before, and I was just taken away by it. But there was something missing in the game early on, and a lot of players knew this who did join the game from games like World of Warcraft. The end game just didn't have enough to offer to keep people consistently engaged in it. And that was something Guild Wars 2 struggled with, and I eventually left the game because of that. That I just didn't have the raiding scene that I wanted, the dungeon scene that I wanted. They didn't add the endgame content that I had hoped for. And I don't know if it was just that I was comparing it to World of Warcraft, which had been out for so much longer. 2 wasn't delivering it in between instance-based gameplay, but its combat was so fun, and just the instance-based. The first of these filler games that I played was Dragon's Nest, and this isn't a true MMO in the sense it's not an open world and it's very instance-based gameplay, but its combat was so fun, and just the skills you had brought me back to Maple Story. A lot of reasons because of how cartoony it was, but also how focused it was on the next skills I'd get, leveling my character. I just really fell in love with this game as something I could do very easily and have fun doing by myself. And I think that was one of the biggest selling features for it, was that I could just play it by myself. I could grind how I used to grind in Maple Story and just really level up the characters and classes I wanted to see. Eventually, I moved from Dragon's Nest to Vindictus, which was a game that was very similar to Dragon's Nest. It pretty much played exactly the same way. It was, very instance-based dungeons, core classes that you would just level up, and you could go into dungeons together as well, which Dragon's Nest offered. But this game had higher quality graphics and was, just a more mature version of Dragon's Nest. It was exactly what had happened, moving from Fiesta to Cabal. I moved from Dragon's Nest to Vindictus, and I played Vindictus for a while as well. It was, fun to learn the game, learn all the new classes and stuff like that, but eventually running dungeons over and over again got stale, and I kind of found that although I enjoyed the idea of running these instances and grinding that way, I knew that it wasn't sustaining, and I was getting closer to the release of WildStar. I just had to wait a little bit longer, so I was growing impatient at this point in time. The final game I turned to before playing WildStar was Neverwinter, and this was a very interesting game to me because it was more of
My place is at the top, and I don't plan on leaving now, 'cause I will never be defeated. I'm feeling so invincible, and my build is unpredictable. You don't know what I'm trying, there's no denying. You're getting styled on. We'll make this last. You'll get stuck in my cyclone. There can only be one Monkey King. My place is at the top, and I don't plan on leaving now, 'cause I will never be defeated. Stop trying, you'll end up feeding. To see that I'm one in a million, there is no dealing with my attacks. Your day I'm stealing. I'm playing blue Kong. I'm playing blue Kong. Started with frozen mallet, then picked up Blade of the Ruined King. You all just keep on dying, there's no use trying. I'm getting way too strong. We'll make this last. You'll get stuck in my cyclone. There can only be one Monkey King. My place is at the top, and I don't plan on leaving now, 'cause I will never be defeated. Stop trying, you'll end up feeding. To see that I'm one in a million, there is no dealing with my attacks. Your day I'm stealing. I'm playing blue Kong. I'm playing blue Kong. You don't know what to do. My items are all blue. How does it feel to come too late and lose? You don't know what to do. My items are all blue. How does it feel to come too late and lose? Be afraid. Soraka, ooh na na. Half of my head from a banana, ooh na na. Trinity Force Hammer, mana, na na na. I need some peel from those bananas, like little yellow daggers. Soraka, ooh na na. One free one in her and you'll soon be losing. Two tiny crescents. With CC and Hill, she was built for dueling. There's nothing you can do. Feels like I'm silenced for 10 minutes, but it was more like you can't let this 80s soul rock away. She got me feeling like ooh, her lead is never slipping. Look how hard she is hitting. Got me feeling like ooh, the score is 2-7. She's 7 and all, but na 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 na. Soraka, ooh na na. Half of my head from a banana, ooh na na. Trinity Force Hammer, mana, na na na. I need some peel from those bananas, like little yellow daggers. Soraka, ooh na Soraka, ooh na na. Half of my head from a banana, ooh na na. Trinity Force Hammer, mana, na na na. I need some peel from those bananas, like little yellow daggers. Soraka, ooh na na. Ooh na na na. She attack, attacks like ooh na na na. Ooh na na na. She attack, attacks like ooh na na na. So tired of Soraka, ooh na na. Half of my health
everything changes.
Life. Do not hesitate. Life. Your team has destroyed a turret.